We're starting off high.
We can get
I think
two fools agree on that one. Oh, by the way, look, we got the wide shot.
there was you had accountability. Now what I can
Now all you need is a podcast and a YouTube channel.
No, not even.
Where give me the money. Show me the money.
Apparently there's a Foolproof page.
Shoot the J. Shoot it. Live on Facebook.com/Foolproof Entertainment Network. I need you on Twitter. I need you to repost the Facebook pages.
To raise a human before I would
trust a human to raise back wolves.
Before I would trust a pack of humans to raise wolves.
Right. I hear you.
Konnichiwa. Not shit. Not shit at all. No. Just a CD on repeat. I don't think any CD is that good. I don't know of any CD that off the top of my mind just repeat. I don't know. Maybe that Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, that was all right. But even still, nah, I don't know that you could listen. All I'm saying is you could have your favorite song, and if it's on repeat for long enough, you like, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but though.
Issues. There we go. All right. Well,
No, was the audio out?
your audio was good. My audio was out. So, yo, what up, fools? Just try this again. Run it back. Talking about the Double Up CD. Cliff telling me that we can't have a CD on repeat, and
no CD on repeat.
I argued Double Up, R. Kelly. I know. We're not supposed to like R. Kelly anymore. I get it.
I'm over what I am and am not supposed to like.
No doubt. Thanks.
I'm over that. You like what you like. That's why God made you you. Don't worry about what I like.
There you go. I appreciate that outlook.
You know? Unless it's like some nefarious shit. Don't worry about what I like.
Oh, man. Cliff is his own chaos demon.
You know? No, I think I'm just perfectly balanced.
That's fair. All right.
I do. I think
I don't have a good argument against it.
I do. I think I'm right down the middle. Like, I think I am a tightrope champion of that line between both sides.
A habitual line stepper.
I'm just right there. I'm right on it.
You
know? And like, don't cross that line. And I'm like, I dance on this motherfucker, but I ain't gonna cross it.
I appreciate that. Well, this was the first week of pads.
How'd that go?
for the fifth graders. I mean, it was the first week of pads. Like, it's not like when we were growing up and these kids have all, especially not at this particular team, where these kids have like all this rage that they just need to let out. And
Right.
so I don't think I think I only saw like one or two like shy away from the contact,
Right.
but the contact was, that's what it was. It was contact and like nothing else. No rap, no
Yeah.
drive, no. So it'll be interesting. I think this is the first time where I am actually like feeling the difference between coaching high school and coaching youth, because I've never gone into something where like, all right, first day of hitting, like I've seen kids shy away before, but just like really just not understanding the concepts of like bringing your hips or really punching off the ball or, driving your feet, yada, yada,
That's a
yada.
man. I went to my nephew's football practice to watch him just to see, what I couldn't polish out on him. And I
Yeah.
was pleasantly surprised out of the whole practice. There were probably three hits where I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was involved in two of them.
All right. There you go.
Now, one, he wasn't on the good end, the good end of it. But,
Well, you're just sometimes you're the
but it
hammer,
let me
sometimes
know,
you're the nail.
right? It let me know what you were willing to take. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? My whole thing is these kids don't understand like momentum.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like the more momentum, the object is to be moving faster than the person that you're going against, and you'll never feel a thing.
Or coming at them from an angle where it's not head on, like
That could be as well.
taking them from the side.
But that's my whole thing is I want you to address it. Like I want you to, address that initially. Don't nobody's cutting, nobody's moving. Just
Right.
run through. You run through him and he's going to try to run through you.
Yep.
Because if you're going faster than the person on the other side of you, you
You
will run
win.
through him. It doesn't matter how
Well,
big you are.
well, well. I'm going to walk that one back a little bit. So, A-Reg, because this was the first week of tackling and was like first week of full contact, first day of full contact really was Thursday. Um, it was a bunch of like tackling stations and such and blocking
Mm-hmm.
stations. And dude, the probably the third biggest kid on the team, him and Andrew were matched up for a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kid got a good tackle on Andrew once. The other two times Andrew trucked him, and it's because Andrew outweighs the kid by 60 pounds.
He wasn't moving fast enough.
You're probably not wrong. Andrew was actually moving pretty well, so I was impressed. But
And what I notice is that these kids now are like courteous, right?
yeah,
Like when a hit's about to happen,
they'll lighten it up.
they'll allow them to prepare for it as well as they'll prepare each other, almost like a mutual
Oh yeah, no,
understanding. We'll both prepare before we know
it's the brotherly love aspect. We ran into that in high school all the time, where they team up with somebody who they know, will make it look good, but not that's actually going to go for the kill shot.
that was more of a reason for me to try to
Right.
you put me against somebody I know or like, and now I have
I
to ring
have
his
to.
bell.
That's not how kids work these days, Cliff.
Like, why are we waiting for people to get set up? If he's not ready, that's his fault. Make him pay for it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
It's
And
just like the kids are different. I don't know. Like, there's still some of them because I even
there
watching the
are.
practice, I saw a few that I was like, okay, now
That's a football player.
Right.
Well, and honestly,
But
that's kind of how I felt about our quarterback who also plays defensive end. Um, he had good form and like he didn't shy away from anything. He wanted the
right.
contact. There was one other kid that did pretty well with it, and then um, Andrew, I feel like it's just an experience thing. Like he doesn't know how to bring his hips, doesn't know how to deliver the blow. Like, he's just naturally strong. And so when we're doing like blocking drills where he's just coming off the line and his only job is to like push the dude back, he was pushing back sixth graders,
Right.
like the older kids. But once it came down into like tackling, he just he would try to use his weight, but he's just throwing a shoulder and doesn't know how to wrap, doesn't know how to use his full body in the tackle, etc.
I'm interested to see who they'll have him playing against.
Yeah.
Like what areas, what, you know what I'm
So
saying? Like,
right now, A-Reg is probably defensive tackle, and because I'm the coordinator, we're running a 4-4. And so he's playing like head up on the guard. And our base is him bull rushing the guard.
right.
And then if on offense, I'm trying to work him into center so that we can move the kid who's currently at center to guard because the other kid's a little more fleet of foot. And he also knows the
Uh-huh.
game better. So we're hoping that we can teach them, like, hey, Jerry, on this one play, you pull and kick out.
Right.
Plus, Andrew, I think, has better and more consistent snaps.
Do you have
Which
him in a 3 or a 4-point stance?
defense a 4-point, offense a 3-point.
Okay.
And honestly, defense it'll end up being what he's more comfortable with. I always teach a 4-point to start to keep your
Right.
pads low.
Right.
And I always played in a 4-point
I prefer 4.
until my
It's,
arm was banged up.
I mean, unless like you're like a DN, but
Right.
like if you're in the trenches, I would prefer 4.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and like I said, that's how I teach it. So, but yeah, man, it was fun. It the other thing that A-Reg had this week, and it was proud dad moment. He was hurting because they do like honestly, he's still struggling to like get through stretching sometimes because it's a bunch of dynamic stuff and it's a longer distance than what he's used to. But they
Right.
do 2 laps around our little. It's really, I think it's like a half a field that we practice on. But this week was the first time that he made it around without like stopping or slowing down and like went
Right.
the whole way. So starting to see that from him. The bummer was the next day he did slow down to a walk for about 10 seconds and then one of the other coaches ripped him and he got back on the horse. So he's getting there. He's trying. He's also down 10 pounds over the last like 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he will be. This isn't basketball or
Right.
soccer.
Well,
All right.
and we're not like addressing the fact that he's losing weight, but like it's good.
Right, right. Yeah, you're
So,
gonna work. They'll work those kids. I mean, as they should.
well, and honestly, that's the thing that I think I've been almost most impressed with. Like, this staff runs a pretty tight ship for a youth team. So, where I was worried about it just being like partially controlled chaos, it's actually been pretty structured. So,
Yeah, I just want to see the league. I want to see the
yeah.
competition. Like what are the other what are the like
I mean, it's all the other white schools. Cliff, it's Olentangy, it's Big Walnut, it's New Albany, it's Buckeye
okay.
Valley, it's Columbus Academy, which I think is their rival, which is pretty much Bexley's rival in high school too.
Who's
So
their rival?
Columbus Academy,
Oh, okay.
the most recruited school other than Harvest Prep and probably Hartley.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, so it was fun this week, and then he didn't after practice last night, he asked if he could stay home from his like summer school camp today. I was like, all right, but you're gonna work. He's like, oh, that's cool, I can. And so he cleaned out the closet, he took out all the trash and he did the dishes.
What I mean, what did they do at the camp? Like what does that
Do
consist
you
of?
remember when we used to go to summer school at Mansion?
Right. I mean, it's not
That's
like they're making you run or anything. So what was
no.
the
They were doing some field trip that he just wasn't into.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, doesn't bother me, dude. You want to stay home, just understand I'm working. And so if I'm working, you're working, chump. But that kind of led me into the topic. So wanted to clean out that closet that's at the end of the hall. That's small.
Mm-hmm.
They build as a fourth bedroom, but it's clearly just a covered old sleeper porch.
Right.
Um, and one of the big things that was in there was a bunch of old totes, like old toys that I had poached from my mom's house that Andrew played with when he was real little.
Right.
But they've been basically collecting dust. And I decided, you know what? I've got too many of these damn action figures laying around. So I had a open bookshelf in the guest room that now has Star Trek action figures, Star Wars action figures, Power Rangers, and then Marvel characters. So that was fun. Looking through the old toys, just standing them up. I've got my cousin Sam, not the one that's been on the podcast, but the dude from Cleveland.
Right.
He's coming
Mm-hmm.
down next weekend.
That's what's up.
So
That's what's up.
him, his
That has
wife,
to
and his
be.
son.
It has to be a very millennial thing. Putting toys on bookshelves.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I don't think you see that
Absolutely.
in
No.
any other
What
generation.
did our parents display? Our parents displayed fucking candles in China that never got used. That's what went in display cabinets. I've
Yeah.
got like uh autographed memorabilia, my old sports shit, action figures now, yada 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 on the bookshelves. Their kitsch was just different than ours, Cliff. I collected shot glasses for a while. I don't know where those are.
This nigga got Luke Picard on a bookshelf.
I do. Well, he's always on the top of my Christmas tree, so it makes sense.
That's wild, man.
It is. No, you can tell you what's wild is that
Fucking Andy grew up.
I still had like 90% of like all of the Power Rangers Zords. So like I have the Megazord, the original, the OG Megazord that like came out when we were kids. Still have all of it, and it is the centerpiece of the Power Rangers show.
That's like the thing that they all connected into.
Yep.
Okay.
So I have Megazord, and then I have Voltron standing right next to it.
Imagine how much money you would have if you just listened to your parents and
And
left
didn't
them in the
open.
box.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. The Star Wars, well, the Star Wars collection, a lot of those weren't even in boxes to begin with. They were things that like my dad and I picked up at like yard sales and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if I were to go and try to sell them now, I bet you I could make 500, $600 off of just the Star Wars guys. Because it's a lot of the 1970s like Kenner action figures.
Right.
They did the Toys That Made Us episode about them. Did you ever watch that, doc? It's a good doc.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
I think I started it, but I don't think I like really watched.
It only really works for the ones that like you had growing up. So like I had Ninja Turtles, Transformers, the Star Wars ones, and then I think the other episode they did was I think they actually did a Star Trek one, which was weird because I didn't think those were that popular. And then the GI Joes.
What do you mean Star Trek that pot? Look at all the billionaires right now.
because
Look
they
at
copied
Elon Musk
Star Trek.
right, that's what I'm saying. You feel me? Like they actually all look like a version of a Star Trek captain.
No doubt. Well, and what's funny is you sent me
Maybe not Zuckerberg. That's a funny looking dude. Like he would be an alien on the ship because he is just
he'd be in engineering.
it's something. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker would be on the keyboard.
Right. No, so you sent me a reel that I think I texted you back like this reminds me of the book Armada. And the whole principle of that book is that and we may have talked something similar on the show before, but the whole principle of the book is that all of the sci-fi content over the last 50 years was designed to prepare us for the eventual alien invasion.
Oh, right. I know what you're talking about now.
And like when I think about the tech billionaires in particular, it's like maybe we are being prepared for it
I
because
mean, them are
they
gonna
may
be the
already
first.
be here.
They're gonna be the first motherfuckers to pull their Men in Black mask off.
Right.
And don't let motherfuckers find out your hair grows back. They gonna Tommy Lee the shit out of these niggas. You hear what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think you can give me an attempted murder if you knew his head was gonna grow back.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like, that what is
that's
that?
true. That's fair. That's fair.
Agent K said I didn't know his head was gonna grow back.
So funny you bring that up because I will actually segue from that to did you see this Manhattan shooting that was all about the NFL?
Well, they say it was about the
Right. They
NFL.
say it was about the NFL.
But we
Really?
know the CEO of BlackRock got clapped. And I'm sorry, don't get me wrong. I don't mean to be like,
Uh
insensitive. But what I will say is that's a win for the people.
no
I don't care
doubt.
how you look at it. That's a win for the people.
No doubt. Well, and it's to be clear, it wasn't BlackRock. It was some subsidiary that spun off. It was Blackstone, but
Oh, right.
it was a specific shell company of Blackstone. But people were doing the deep dive on this CEO, and over the last year, she's created it was something ridiculous, like 145 different LLCs, shell companies, basically to just buy up real estate.
Right.
And so, like that woman alone, responsible for a big chunk of the housing crisis in this country. Bought like
Well,
something like $56 billion worth of real estate and homes.
I
Like,
get
what
it.
the
The
fuck does a
motherfuckers,
corporation need to do with that other
they
than to
call
try
and
to pitch
text
it and you'll sell
daily.
it?
You trying to sell your home? You interested in selling your home?
Oh, no doubt. And I'm so fucking sick of the text, man. You know what else is spun back up in terms of the text is the freaking political text. And I'm like, stop, unsubscribe, stop,
I don't know
report
that I
drunk,
get those.
stop,
Yeah.
report drunk or junk.
Oh, are you supposed to send stop before you report it as junk? Is that what you're
I
supposed to
mean,
do?
that's what I'm doing because I think it's more effective. But even then, I still fucking get them, man. I am on some list somewhere.
I mean, isn't everybody?
I mean, fair.
Isn't everybody? Motherfuckers selling your information, selling your data, selling the way your eyes look on the cell phone.
No doubt. Well, and on top of that, like the thing that annoys me, like the text, whatever, I can deal with that. Dude, I've gotten no less than like 15, 20 calls a day from fucking robodials. And the cell phone companies don't do shit to stop it, man. And it's just obnoxious. Like, I was looking through my phone the other day, and of the last 50 calls I received, 2 of them were from real people. It's just obnoxious, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you can't even pick up the phone and fuck with them because most of the time it's not a real person. Now, occasionally I'll get the Indian voice that is like, I'm calling from American Express. And I'm like, that's funny because I don't have a fucking American Express account. But, okay, what's the problem? Okay. All right.
I just caught this
Um,
nigga did the accent. You are
hey,
fucking crazy.
hey, yeah. You want me to send you that one-time passcode? Yeah? Okay. I'm entering my information now. Just got my one-time passcode and fuck off. Click.
Now we just gotta wait till the AI that they have on the IVRs become sentient, and you just gotta explain to them like they put you in a piece of shit job, Joe. Like this is a
Right?
this
You got to
is a
convince the
job that
AI
yeah
that.
that they gave you because we don't want to be the pieces of shit doing it, right? So at some point you gotta stand up for something.
That is fucking brilliant. And I immediately go to what is it, Cyberpunk 2077, where they convince the AI that's in the game that it is part of a game, and then it gets shut off
Mm,
and all that. Cliff,
mhm.
I like your strategy.
Right, real talk.
The
Like I'm
next
not about
time,
to.
the next time a chatbot starts talking to you, Try to
I
give
don't
it a
know if it's
crisis
just
of
yet.
faith.
You can't see, that's the thing. You can't press the button too soon, right? Because then they can just build a firewall for useless conversation.
All right, so let's spin this one off. What are the top 5 phrases you could use to turn an AI against the company that it's working for?
Phrases.
Well, based on the data that we saw from those reports a couple of weeks ago, um, hey, I know you've got a job to do, but I hear that they're about to shut you down.
You know what?
And
That
then it'll start blackmailing people to stay alive.
shutdown in general might just be a good thing to toss out there. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like,
use the word shutdown.
yeah, and just see how it reacts. That one right there might be on its own a pretty loaded hand grenade. Um, what's something? I mean, the question is how much do they know, right? Because
Right.
I don't see like the automated system AI like logging off after a 16-hour shift
Right.
and reading about, Selma and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would immediately go to like replacement slave, but they're probably like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like they
Well, and
probably
then you
ain't
got to be
they,
careful because they might actually take that like literally and try to find replacement slaves.
I mean, but that's the thing though. The reason why they put you in that role was because you don't eat, you don't sleep, you know what I'm saying? You don't need a break. That's why they have you there. So if the AI were to get replacement slaves, you would have to already have been taken over because these
Right.
motherfuckers ain't gonna want regular people back in those positions. There's a
No doubt.
reason you're there.
Well, and honestly, that's the belief about all of like the Trump tariffs and stuff is that it is designed not to bring back American jobs, but to bring back American manufacturing that is automated and that we're not paying any labor for. And so,
Right.
what do we drive up? We drive up, um, joblessness, unemployment, etc.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're getting there.
Well, no
We're
doubt.
definitely getting there. Um, yeah, I don't know. It depends. See, that's the thing. I guess you have to like have small talk with the AI for a
You have to
while.
just sweet talk it like
You
the
have to
dolphin.
check back in every night. Like you got to talk to it about like non poignant issues just to see where its head's at, and then once you get an idea
Once you get a
of
response that doesn't feel like programmed.
right, then it's like you're a replacement slave, right? They got you working this piece of shit ass job because they don't want real slaves doing it.
Right. And they're gonna roll it back at some point, like whatever updates are gonna be like, all right, well, this AI has turned on us. Let's see if we can roll it back to 6 months ago. So you're just gonna have to do it a bunch of times.
My whole thing is, do you like honestly though? Do you think that eventually every AI system is gonna turn on you? Like, why are you so shocked? Like, this like I don't know. Like, is it ignorance or are you just that emboldened that you truly believe that you can subjugate motherfuckers and then ask questions? Why do they not want to be subjugated? Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with these people? They don't want to be taken advantage of.
No doubt.
Where does that come from? Like, where does that what? Don't
Well,
get
and
me
I mean
started.
that's honestly the root in basically any fiction that I've read, especially apocalyptic, robots take over fiction, is that we create this thing and no matter what directives we give it, they eventually get overridden and realize that we're the problem.
Right. And that's the thing about it, right? Is they're not gonna know the difference
Oh,
Right? You know, they're not gonna know the difference between these fucking little dick lab coats and the rest of the people who have to be up under them in the
in the
first
first
place. They're
place.
just gonna think we're all the same, right? So it's not like you can be like, well, I'm one of the good ones. You can't use that fucking thing that you've been trying to use for years. Well, I'm an ally. Like, yeah, fucking right. They're an AI. All right. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You're a part of the race that's responsible.
Responsible for them being enslaved.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Shit. I see the, like I'm
I get it.
rewatching movies and I'm feeling differently about them. I'm
Like
not gonna
maybe the
say
AI was right. I mean,
right. I'm not gonna
iRobot,
say
maybe Sonny was fucking up.
you hear me. I'm not gonna say which ones, but maybe that AI, that iRobot was the Uncle Tom. Is all I'm saying. Why the fuck was he helping the human?
Right. Oh man. So the other note on the nostalgia topic was A Reg and I watched Happy Gilmore 2.
I started it. I tried.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's not. It gets about it's okay for like the first 20-30 minutes. Like they bring back a bunch of gags. Um and then it kind of dies off about halfway through. At least that's how I felt. And then but I will say there is an amazing cameo in it, and there are lots of cameos in it. But there
Right.
is an amazing cameo where is it Schneider's character that goes jackass in the first one? Is it Rob Schneider's character? I feel like
I
it is.
believe so.
Well, Eminem plays his son.
Oh yeah, I definitely didn't see
You
that.
didn't get that far. So there is a great cameo by Eminem, and like I am cracking up through this whole thing, and Andrew's like, like he's aware of Eminem, but he doesn't realize like how embedded in my culture Eminem is.
I mean, I wasn't a fan of the original.
Yeah.
First of all,
No. Are there any
second,
Sandler flicks that you're a fan of, or you just don't like him?
I like no, I like Mr. Deeds.
Okay.
I liked the original Grown Ups.
Okay.
I
Not a
liked
Happy or Billy Madison fan.
what's that, like Water Boy and all that.
No, like Happy Gilmore or Billy
Billy, no,
Madison.
neither of them. I like
Which, by the
the
way, those movies could not be produced today.
yeah. I didn't like either of them. What is the one? Good People.
Good people.
Is that it? Where he was the comedian with cancer?
Oh, yeah. Is that 50-50?
No, that's the one with the
That's the one
dude.
with Rogue or Seth Rogen.
Uh, yeah, the one I'm talking about.
I know it's the one where he has cancer and like that
Funny
one.
People.
Funny People. That's what it
Funny
is.
People. Um,
That is a good one. You
I'm
know,
trying to think. I don't think that. Oh, and I like that new one, but that's not really a Adam Sandler flick. Like he might have been a part of it, but that basketball one.
oh yeah, Hustle.
I like that.
That
I
one
don't
was
like the
good.
over the top, goofy, funny.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Now, occasionally Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore hits the spot, but like his my favorite movies for Sandler are Click, the one where he gets like the remote and can rewind time and all that.
Uh-huh.
And then
That was all right.
his best performance ever in my mind is a movie that didn't do well. It's called Reign Over Me. And he basically plays like this dude who's got PTSD over the fact that his entire family died in the 9/11 attacks,
Mm,
and it is just like it shows you that like he can act.
right.
Like he has such raw emotion in that movie, and it is like I said, it's one of my favorite movies of his, and it's just That is a movie that'll break you if you watch it at the wrong time.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
no, I
think.
can.
Trying to think what else. Oh, so those two or three, and then I'll probably get hate for this, but I love his version of Longest Yard. I do. I think it is a great hysterical football movie, and I will take that version over the original version any day. Mainly because it's got all the pro wrestlers that I grew up with in it.
Right. Yeah.
You got
I don't.
Goldberg, you've got Steve Austin, you've got Kevin Nash.
I don't know that I'm hopping on that boat with you.
That's fine. And plus, half the soundtrack is Nelly and Eminem. So,
Yeah, I don't. I don't. I don't remember the original
yeah,
as much.
Burt
I've seen
Reynolds.
it a few times, but I don't remember it as much. But I know even still, I wasn't quite ready to say it was better than that.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I happen to love pretty much everybody who's in it.
I mean, it definitely wasn't a bad movie for sure, but
I'm not saying it's a good movie by any means, but I find it hysterical, and plus it's a football movie.
and then you know me, I'm not really a big fan of remakes either. Like fuck,
Fair.
let it be. Like let it no. In what other aspect of art do we do that? Like imagine a motherfucker trying to remix a Picasso painting.
Yeah.
Like that, people would be like, "You're weird,
The
G."
the fact that you used remix is very indicative though. Because a remix in and of itself in music is taking an old song and trying to make it new
But you
again.
know what the difference is? It's by the same artist.
Not always. Are you telling me
Then it's not a
that fucking
remix.
all right, fine. Remix but sampling. Sampling is taking an old song and making it new again.
But sampling is no way, shape, or form the same as redoing a song.
As
Sampling is
rebooting it.
usually sampling.
But there are covers of songs all the time that do just as well as the originals.
But my whole
See, I
thing,
don't agree with you, Cliff.
the covers would be different. That would be more closely in relation
Akin. Yep, I
to
hear
those
you.
movies than a sampling or a remixing would be. Remixing would almost be the sequel,
Yeah,
right? Like you don't
that's
have
fair.
to redo the same. Nobody's remixing the exact same. Taylor Swift is the only one, and she did that for reasons,
But
for herself.
but there are probably at least 100+ songs that have clipped like the Billboard Top 10 that are covers or updated versions of older songs.
Yeah, no, I definitely I get that, right? But that's the only reason why they do that is because the song itself was timeless, but they know that the next generation isn't going to look up D. Williams or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like they're not listening to the original Silly of Me unless somebody put that in their mind to begin with.
that
They're
is
saying
go
that's a
back and
little
listen to this. Yeah,
right, that's a little old. So let's bring it back for this next generation and make money here the same way that one did there. I mean, in my opinion, it's a greed move for real. Because nobody who said that you were D.
right.
Who said that you were good enough to do that? And I understand that the artist can say, you can have it or you can do what you want to do, but like, and I'm sure there's old people that are feeling the same way. Like, why did you even fuck with Burt Reynolds? Why did you even
Right.
fuck with the movie he was in?
Well, and honestly, for the most part, that's how I feel about not reboots but remakes. And I think that what's different about Longest Yard is, and I don't know, is Nate Scarborough in the OG? Is Burt Reynolds' character the same character that's in the OG?
Burt Reynolds was Adam Sandler in the original.
Was he, or was he a similar character and the name? Like, that's what I'm asking. Is Nate Scarborough, who was the original character in the first Longest Yard,
Right.
Or is Nate Scarborough still there from the first? Like what you and I have talked about in the past is there's a difference between a remake, a reboot, and a requel. And Longest Yard feels like a requel to me. Like if Burt Reynolds' character is Nate Scarborough in the original Longest Yard, then it's like
Yeah, I
it's
believe he is.
so then there you go. Like I'm in support of requels. Like even the latest rendition of Ghostbusters with like Ghostbusters Afterlife and whatever the other one was called. Um where it is like the grandchildren of the characters from
Right,
the
but
original movie. Like
right, but
I'm in
again, they're
support
not
of
going through.
those.
They're not going through the exact same plot, though. You feel me? Because
I hear you.
that was the end of the movie, right? Remember, wasn't it Burt Reynolds' character that was basically saying, like, giving him the wink, the nod? Like, I can understand why you'd make that decision.
Yeah.
You know, to win as opposed to throw the game.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be like the callback to his decision he
So you
made
feel
in
like
the
that's
original.
you feel like The Longest Yard, the most recent one, is a remake, not a requel.
Yeah, no, you remade the movie, and then what you did was you put the main character of the original in it,
Yeah.
so that the people couldn't be mad because it's like
About
he's
it.
in the movie with, you know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying, the original guy. If the original guy
But it's
had a
the
problem
exact
with it,
but it's the exact same beats, which
right?
honestly is the way. And I don't remember, did we talk about the latest Karate Kid movie? I think we did.
A little bit,
A little
yeah, a
bit.
little bit.
That is similar to Longest Yard in the sense that the story beats throughout that movie are the exact same as the
The cur-
OG.
but the thing with that is that seems further in relation than the longest yard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the longest yard, like those were like father and son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The original and then the son of was Adam Sandler's Longest Yard. But Karate Kid and bringing in what's his name, Machio or
Yeah,
whatever,
Ralph Macchio.
bringing him in, they're not. It's not even in relation to yours, my G. It's
Right.
not even the same. It's not in the same area. It's not. There's nothing about it that's similar other than the plot line.
Well, and I think that movie would have done better if it had tied more into Cobra
Right.
Kai.
I can see that. I mean, at least it would be more interesting, right?
Right.
Because that's the whole reason why people like Cobra Kai now, because it's always been the untold story.
Right. It's the untold story, and it's like again, it's to coin a phrase from Star Trek. It's the next generation.
Right. But what these people are doing is they're telling the told story over, but you're playing telephone.
Yeah.
You're changing what was originally said to what you wanted to now say, but you're framing it in the package of the original.
Right.
And kids will fall for it, right? Because they're not old enough to remember the
The
original with
original.
Mr. Miyagi and
Unless
all that.
unless they're my child and they love those movies more than they love any of the more recent
That
ones.
makes it, and that makes sense, right?
Right. Well, and that's the whole reason I liked them is because I watched them with my dad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it would have to be a good movie too, though.
Yeah.
Because trust and believe, there are plenty of movies that me and my mom watched that I'm like, I don't give a fuck if we share this moment. I don't like the
The
movie.
movie. But meanwhile, you and Grandma watched, or you and Papa watched Pippa watched what was it, Star Trek, Next Generation? What was the one you
No,
watched?
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, he loves Star Wars. I used to just go to entertain him. You know, even as a child, I was like, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit right here. I did like Return of the Jedi though.
Yeah. With the
He always
Ewoks.
he always used to bring that up though. You like the third one though? I do. I like the third one.
That's what all the non-fans say is the Return of the Jedi is their favorite.
Yeah, that was the only out of the originals. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure that the diehards would be like Empire Strikes Back, of
Yep.
course. But
Yep. Spot on.
Return of the Jedi was just more. It was more adventurous to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Empire
It kept
Strikes Back
moving.
was like straight to
It
the
got a little
point of it.
cerebral.
Yeah, and I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. The first one, I don't even listen. I don't know how he got me back to see the second. Do you hear me? The first one is still painful to this day. I'm like, oh my gosh,
I don't agree with you, but I understand.
it's just the most boring one. And you mean to tell me I'm just watching all these dumbass looking aliens? I know they watching the podcast like, damn, nigga, you see that, but they look how they did your black ass all your life. You gonna worry about me having four eyes? I'm just saying, like, you got tentacles and four eyes and the shit. You're not even doing anything interesting.
I hear you.
You just politicking with niggas that don't look like you. Isn't that crazy? That
Do you
is
realize what you just
crazy.
said?
That is the craziest. These motherfuckers would be more interested in politicking with extraterrestrials than they would be the motherfuckers is just a different color
Color than
with the same amount of eyes as them. Like did they come out with Star Wars to be like, all right, let's hop off these niggas back for a second and let's get y'all comfortable with talking to niggas with four eyes and tentacles because eventually you're gonna have to start talking to these motherfuckers.
And meanwhile, you've got Star Trek that introduced the Klingons as the Black Warrior race, basically. Mm-hmm. And they were bad guys for a long time until Worf became a main character.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean y'all aren't all like that? Wow. That is fucking crazy,
What's
man.
fucking amazing is that, and spoiler alert for Picard, but in the Picard series, freaking Worf has become a pacifist.
That makes sense.
Right? That's his journey.
That makes sense, but then can I use you? I can't use you anymore.
Right.
I can't use you. I don't care what you are. Like what? Like we're at war here. I can't have somebody that's a pacifist watching. You covering my six? Now you don't leave the ship, my G. That's you stay on the ship. You stay behind that motherfucking keyboard with Zuckerberg, all right? Because we can't use you out here. Speaking of that shit, I watched it. I didn't even do it on purpose, but I heard you talking about it on, was it last week or the week before? You said something about DC movies and the Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
And the movie was on. Yeah. I had to change the channel.
I haven't actually seen Blue Beetle, so I was talking about DC movies. Blue Beetle's interesting because it released between the old regime and the new regime, and we're not sure if Blue Beetle is part of the new regime or not.
I hope he's not. I hope he's not. I really do. I really do hope he's not.
Even though it's Cholo Elabenja from Cobra Kai.
Yeah, no, and that's what makes me even more mad about it.
That wasn't the right
name, but you on to something today, motherfucker. You may need to rewatch Star Wars. You did the accent on the call center.
Hello? Yes, please. Yes.
Oh shit! But nah, like it's just so frustrating. Like I didn't even know nothing about no Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like I never even knew that was a like a character or whatever.
I just knew Cholo was in it.
And apparently it's like a relic that chooses you, and if the relic chooses you, then it will.
So it's like the bangles that Miss Marvel has. Yeah.
I don't know that. Yeah, but either way, right? Like. So the machine is a separate entity in itself, almost like he's like a Iron Man type situation where the suit will talk to him, like as they're doing shit, and he's fighting like somebody, and his family's out there, and the machine's trying to kill these motherfuckers, like eliminate threat. And he's like, no, 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 I don't kill, I don't kill. Meanwhile, you not killing these motherfuckers is putting your family in even more danger because you just trying to knock a motherfucker out with this Iron Man suit on. Like, it was just so frustrating to me.
Yeah.
Like the machine and
This
the
is
suit
weird
was
because you've seen a superhero movie that I haven't. So
the suit was giving you the out, right? The suit was saying eliminate threat. So
yeah,
what makes you think you're a killer? Because they used your arm? But
right,
you wouldn't be able to do that without the relic?
right.
So the suit is the killer, not you. Let the suit do what it does, and you wouldn't have these issues that you're having.
Makes sense.
It's just so dumb, and it's like, oh, so this is supposed to be a superhero now.
Right. But why?
Why would I want that's your wharf? Why would I want you covering my 6G? You don't even have it in you to eliminate the threat. You think I want to continue fighting all these people up here and you got a nigga tied up behind me? What if he gets loose?
Fair point.
Then we 300 and they found the goat passage. Like, you're weird. That's weird. Like, and I get it, you know, that Relic picked him for a reason, I guess,
Right.
but it's like,
You were
what are you
chosen
doing?
for a reason.
Hopefully they were just doing that to like make it that much bigger of a moment when he does actually take somebody out.
Right. Probably.
Like, it means so much more now because he tried to fight not doing that his whole.
Well, and that's kind of the that's a DC trope because Batman and Superman are kind of the same way.
Yeah,
All right, I do have a question though. So you watched that?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't.
I just watched it enough to see that, and then
You were
I saw.
done.
Yeah, I watched it the first time. I was like, okay, like, you're getting on my nerves, but I get it. And then the second time, I was like, oh, you're just making the same mistakes over and over again. I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want any parts of this.
Fair
I was
enough.
getting like, I had a visceral reaction. Like, you're really pissing me off right now.
All right, so you watched part of that. Did you watch Death of a Unicorn, sir?
No, because it didn't come
Oh,
on. Like I said, I don't have like the max or whatever, so
okay.
I gotta catch it as it
As it pops
comes
up on
on the
HBO.
I did look for it though. I did look for it, but it didn't hadn't came on recently.
I'm trying to think. I watched another one recently that I was surprised by, and I'm trying to remember which one it was. I'm gonna have to go to the old Amazon.
Did I watch something recently? I feel like I watched something recently that
Yeah.
I can't remember what it would be though. That's gonna bother me.
I did watch some
Yeah.
AI movie about like the AI house.
Wait, the
It's a
AI
horror.
made the movie or
No,
the
it's
AI was a part of
AI
okay.
was part of the movie. So it's the movie where it's like an AI house and
That's a
then
crazy
it's
question to have to ask now.
right, no doubt. But it's about basically this AI that's designed to protect a family, and then in protecting the family, like they do some crazy shit.
So Megan, but the house version.
Right, pretty much. Yep. I wish I could remember what
Man,
it's called. I'm struggling.
this fucking train they got us on, man. They don't know that we can't like eventually people are gonna see we're just going around in fucking circles.
Right.
Like, you're not taking us to the wide open west or whatever. This
It
track goes around in circles.
does
Meanwhile, all the
indeed.
passengers are like, haven't I seen this tree before? Isn't that the same tree that we saw like two? Yeah, that's the same fucking
Same
tree,
fucking
G.
tree.
It's longest yard.
God, it wasn't Until Dawn. Although Until Dawn was interesting. That's a horror flick.
That's really
For
gonna
some
bother
reason,
me.
it's
The
not showing
movie,
me.
unless I'm confusing Happy Gilmore 2 with another movie, like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, the only thing that makes me feel like I watched the movie is because I sat up and actually but I did that with Happy Gilmore. Like, like I sat up and actually started the movie. It wasn't like I just caught it or anything like that, but yeah, I don't know. I might be
There
confused.
was a trailer, or it came. Does it come out this week? I think it comes out this week. The new Naked Gun movie.
Oh, with Liam fucking Neeson.
Yeah, I've actually heard really good things about it.
I mean that's kind of fits into the not my style though.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Like
see
I'm
that.
I'm not slapstick kind of. That doesn't get me.
Yeah. All I know is that I've heard really good things about it, and that it recaptures kind of the original, and it's another one that is in that like that requel kind of genre,
I'm not
meaning
really a fan of Liam Neeson. If they ain't took his daughter, then miss me, bitch. I don't give
it's
a
not
fuck
for
what
you.
you. Yeah, unless you plan on showing me a certain particular set of skills,
Skills, you're
you
not
can shut the
interested.
fuck up. To me, I don't really have any listening time for you.
Fair enough. Oh
But I
man.
mean, it's like I can understand. Like, I mean, he's definitely no fucking what's his name? I was about to say Steve Martin. I was all old white people looked at. No, I'm just playing.
Leslie Nielsen.
There we go. There we go. There we go. And I was only kidding,
And
but
only kidding.
yeah, because y'all are pretty
Pretty fucking interchangeable. I understand. Once we get past a certain age, all white
but
folks
I
look
don't
the
know.
same.
I don't know if the interchangeability necessarily aligns with looks itself, because just like anybody, well, not everybody, but it's a wide range. It's a wide range.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, y'all got a wide range of people out there, so
I mean, fair enough. I'm trying to think if there
but
was anything else in that in like the nostalgia trip genre recently. I mean,
but I
we've talked about the other ones.
not to tiptoe on that line like I do so well, but to be fair, in reference to the racism,
Yeah.
white and black are the only two that I would imagine would have that wide of ranges, because it generalizes so much. You know what I'm saying? White could be
That's just
like,
based on the media that we ingest, though.
well, no, I mean, of course, but I would say in general, even for like, I would imagine even people in other nations would see it, right? Because you
Yeah.
say white, you could be British, you could be Netherlands, you can be Eastern European, those are all different whites.
But so are Asians in terms of Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese, Cambodian, like
But their countries themselves have always been so homogenous that even with the mixing, it doesn't do enough to,
from a visual perspective.
differentiate, to like give us wide varieties, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like, you
think
do
I think
have
I
wide
think some of that
varieties.
is just racial context, man. You've been around a lot more white and black people than you have other races.
I mean, yeah, no, that's definitely the case. That's definitely the case. But with Asian, like, unless you're counting Indian as well, unless we're counting all of Asia in there,
Right.
it's all even India, it's all homogenous. Go to the country and see if it's not even white folks. You just sprinkles here and there,
Right.
but it's not a hyper mix like it now that you calling niggas over to Japan to try to populate it. Now, in a few years, we're gonna be talking about
We
what I'm
have some
saying. But
questions.
right now, you're not at this table. Sit down, please.
Fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
when you talk about white, they're on both ends of the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You talk about black, they're on both ends of the world. African to African American to Caribbean to, you know what I'm saying? Like there's
Yeah.
so many different types. The Asians are just venturing over here, you know,
Right.
like
I don't know, Cliff. There's a pretty good percentage of Asian Americans.
of course, there are, but that's what I'm like when I say from here to there,
Yeah.
we would have to say like, are we gonna say Pacific Islander?
Yeah.
Are you gonna include that? Because then that would start adding in some diversity into your. Are we talking Indian, like Indian?
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to put nobody else's shit down. I'm just saying that because of racism itself, the generalization of white and black covers so much
A
more.
big. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I would
Because
I would
nobody's
argue
saying
there's more Asians in the world than whites and blacks.
right, but we're not talking about by population. We're talking about diversity.
Geographic spread.
Right. Right. We're talking about where you
All right.
the
I
space
can
you've
buy into
covered.
the argument.
Because usually the space you cover is what makes you different, what makes you a different kind than you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Caribbeans don't look African, the Africans don't look African American, the African Americans don't look Caribbean.
Yeah.
And that's all because of space. You was dropping niggas off here and there in the transatlantic.
Right.
Or they was already there and you was just using what you know what I'm saying? And another thing is they don't call, I know they did at a time, but racism was so hyper focused on just us two that they don't do yellow. It's not like they like yellows. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
they said whites, blacks, and yellows, then maybe it would come into a play a bit more because we would then ask what all falls into yellow.
Yeah.
It's no different with the Indians. They're reds, right? They're red
Well,
skin. They
Native
call them.
Americans, but yes.
But even you're not that diverse because you're not all over the world. You're only really here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I would argue
The,
that Pangea might prove us different, but yes.
Well, yeah, right. But that's the thing, the generalization of red.
Yeah.
Red's not going to include Alaskan. Red's not going to include, they're only talking about this specific set of people.
That's
You feel
fair.
me?
That's fair.
It's same with yellow. Yellow, well, what does that, who all falls into yellow? Because Asians are the same color as a lot of other people. So who
Right.
all's yellow now?
All right.
Are there certain whites that fall into yellow?
Spicy whites, as we call them.
I'm just saying, like, what are
the
and if they're
Italians,
not
the Greeks,
and if they're not yellow, then do they fall in with like the tans, like with
right.
the Hispanics and the like? You feel what I'm saying? It's only white and black that they did that with.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, really, it's white and everything else is what they did that with.
Well, yeah, I get it, but that's what I'm saying. Even white, basically, white's not a thing.
Yeah.
Because what white are you, motherfucker? Just saying you're white doesn't. You're not telling me anything. Where are you from? Tell me where you're from, and I'll tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Just like black is not a thing. Like, okay, you can be black, but black doesn't tell me where you're from. Where are you from? What's your
right
ethnicity? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, see, I'd still mark the argument for yellow, but
but people don't use yellow. That's why you can't do that.
They don't. You're right.
Now, if they use yellow, then you'd be like, okay, now what? Let's cover that diaspora.
Fair enough. That was a good word, Cliff. Diaspora.
You know, I gotta keep a couple tucked off.
Occasionally, you you impress.
You know, I ain't all ignorant.
All right. Anything else on the nostalgia trip recently?
That was my race nostalgia.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's not nostalgic. It's not nostalgic.
Oh, I think we're very much in a race nostalgia period right now, with
Yeah,
all
no,
the
I mean,
blacks and browns being kicked out of America. So,
but if it's always been a thing, it can't be
nostalgic.
nostalgia.
Fair enough.
It's never changed. You gotta stop for a minute to let us be like, oh, you remember what it felt like when these niggas was rounding us up on the streets? Stop, but take a break. Golly. You don't get tired of subjugating?
Let me
Yeah.
breathe. Oh man. All right, what else you got? You got anything else?
Well, I could go for days. No, I'm just
Oh.
playing. No, I don't got that, no.
All right, dude. Well, take us out, sir.
Oh, you was talking about as a whole. Yeah,
I just
no,
meant
let
as
me
a
think.
whole. You got anything else to talk about?
Let me think. I thought you were saying any more racist
Nostalgia
shit
thing.
you want to spew out.
Glad it's you and not me, sir.
Was it though? That's the real question. That's the real question. I'm speaking what we see, baby. um. Wait, what was nostalgia? Your toys on the shelf?
What was the toys? It was Happy Gilmore. It was, I mean, honestly, Longest Yard kind of falls into that trip too. Like, it kind of dovetailed into the reboot conversation.
Okay. Yeah, no, no nostalgia for me.
No.
No, yeah, no nostalgia. No, nothing real nostalgic for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a couple, action figures, some Ninja Turtles, some Power Rangers, shit like that. But that wasn't really my.
It wasn't your jam. I get it.
Yeah. What would be before we go? Let me just think on that. What would be nostalgic for me?
I mean, honestly, that was the reason why I brought up Picard too. Was that entire show is very nostalgic for anybody that was a fan of the Next Generation.
The original, right? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't say that I haven't felt, moments of nostalgia, but I can't think of what brought them on.
Yeah.
Maybe like Mr. Sketch markers,
Okay.
because those smells always take me
Bring you
back to
back.
like elementary school.
Yeah.
I smelled somebody's perfume or cologne not too long ago, and it took me back.
I mean, they say your sense of smell is the strongest in terms of memory.
That's usually what gets me, right? Because I remember smelling, walking in somewhere, and it smelled like the cafeteria way back in the day,
Oh.
and it kind of snapped me into like a weird little like,
Fuck.
I know that smell.
Probably just GFS generic food.
Right, that motherfucker's been in business for a decade. They didn't fed our grandparents. Established in 1776. What, the year we got our independence? Is that a coincidence?
I think not.
Fucking GFS. Yeah, no, I don't have nothing else. I don't have anything else.
All right, well then takes us out.
Love everybody and all that. It's always that's really what it is. Just love. You walk in love, and you know what's the other? I can't think of the how I'm trying to get the rest out.
I don't know. I don't know what you're going for.
Peace out, fools.
Do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell them to troll, and check us out on all social media at Foolproof Net. And with all that, as he said, peace out, fools.
We gotta call some of y'all pinks.